Hey, it's Esther again from the Retail Nursery. I'm here with Kane from Red Soil Organics, who sells our fantastic, or his fantastic, biodynamic compost. And if you bought one of these magic balls, you've heard me say that these are really magic balls. They're packed with biodynamic goodness, which I can't really fully explain, so I'm just going to hand it over to Kane. What is in these little diamonds?
Okay, so this is a pretty intense prep that we've been making over the last 6 months. So it's a combination of well-humified compost, the Morpheus blend, which we buried in the earth and incorporated that with 50 kilos of CPP, which is another biodynamic prep, which is one of the preps they actually used to clean up the Chernobyl radiation. They found that, they found that where we applied the preparation, it actually cleaned up the radiation in the soil. So that's a really hot, really powerful prep on its own. So we've mixed a large quantity of that through the prep and then we've buried that in the ground. We've inserted the pure biodynamic preparations into that, highly specialised preparations that would take me 2 hours just to tell you about. Yeah,
which it would. We could talk about it all day. So for people who don't understand what actually goes into preps, there's 5 main ones, isn't there, in a biodynamic compost?
Six main ones that go in the compost, and then there's 2 for the soil and the atmosphere on their own, and then 1 specifically for using on plant problems and that.
And normally you would buy the preps individually and you'd use them to inoculate your own compost and get your own compost. This has it all in one little package.
Yes, exactly. So
brilliant.
The main thing is everyone's getting confused. What prep do I spray when? How do we use this? How do we use that? So we've basically meshed all those preps into one pit, buried it, bring the life into it, astralized it, kind of turned it on, give it its own life, and give it a map so that it can operate within the plant realm. And then we've activated the corn manure, the BD500. So that's the highly specialised prep. A lot of people have heard about,
I think most people understand that, because even if they don't understand biodynamics, they actually understand that the BD500 is something that is used in biodynamics.
Yes.
It's a pretty important one, isn't it, that one?
Yeah. And that's, we've actually stirred that for an hour already, soaked that into these balls, and so that's most of the liquid we're seeing there. So that's stirred and activated in the ball itself, and you got that beautiful,
they're just incredible
putty-like structure.
So they're just beautiful. When you put them in water and get that all mixed up, ready to throw, it's just such a good consistency, and it smells divine too. They really do smell good.
It does just melt away.
I don't usually tell people to sniff balls, but in this case it's probably a good idea.
So we got stirring video on this, so on our Instagram and our Facebook we've put up a video, full tutorial, how to prepare the water, how to stir and apply it as well.
Brilliant.
So we've got that on there, and then also on our website, redsoilorganics.com.au, we've got.
You should go there for more info.
You just go on the shop page and then click the balls, and there'll be the full instructions on there as well. So, and I guess talk about why you'd use it. So you'd use it to basically bring life and vitality back to the ground. So you want to apply it when it's moist and a little bit warm out there, and you apply it to the soil or your foliar, spray it on the plants, and that's going to help the plant to better take in what the soil has to offer, but also what the atmosphere has to offer. It's also going to help bring the rainwater in, so you can increase infiltration, you can increase storage, and you're going to open up all the channels in the soil so all the biological platforms can operate from there. You're just going to help the plant to actually draw in what's in the atmosphere. Because we have all these essential elements in the atmosphere, it's just about accessing them. It's also going to help prevent pests and disease.
So it gives a really good boost to immune systems. And in this area we hear about impoverished soils all the time, because we have lost a lot of biodiversity in our soils and microbiota, and also a lot of topsoils missing from the region too. So a lot of erosion that's happened. So we talk about kind of gimpy shale and gimpy clay and that really tough rock ground that we tend to live on a lot around here. So this is putting all of that good stuff back in. It's giving it a power boost basically, isn't it?
And it's physically structuring the soil. So it will change the structure of the soil, so it'll open it, make it deeper. Make the plants be able to actually draw in the carbon a lot better as well.
So it gives them the nutrients that they need to go out of the ground, basically.
Nutrients and life force, and just pure energy. They're catching energy all day long. So if we can put something in the ground that's condensed in that same energy that's coming from out there, and that's going to increase.
Fantastic. So those of you who have actually bought it already, and the compost, which I'm always forever seem to be selling out of because it's also another power pack product. A handful of that in the bottom of every. If you're planting a mass planting, a handful in the bottom of every hole is pretty much going to inoculate your entire area of planting. So another really powerful product. I'm really happy to have them in the top.
There's a lot of this, in the compost too.
Yeah.
We water it every time we turn it.
Brilliant. So good.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. That is, in a nutshell, we could talk about it all day. There's a lot more information on your website, and I know that those people who understand a little bit of biodynamics are definitely coming in for it. And I'd really like to encourage everybody to come and grab a piece of this. It's really good.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.